Hey everyone, welcome back. Xiaomi says its SU7 EV can outperform Porsche and has more tech than a Tesla. It's also the work of former BMW and Mercedes-Benz designers. Chinese Xiaomi was once synonymous with affordable smartphones, and it's now attempting to make an even bigger splash with its first electric car, unveiled at a Beijing event earlier today. The Xiaomi SU7 is a sedan based on the company's very own Moderna architecture with hyper-engine electric motors of up to 21,000 RPM, as well as a chassis stamped by its die-casting machine with a clamping force of 9,100 tons, beating that of Tesla's apparently. The line will come in two flavors, the dual-motor all-drive SU7 Max and the single-motor rear-wheel drive SU7. It will be a few more months before Xiaomi announced the price, but it's already claiming that the SU7 maxed a range of 800 kilometers, that's 497 miles, according to Chinese light-duty vehicle test cycle, the CLTC, as well as 0 to 100 kilometers of 2.78 seconds, both of which apparently beaten Tesla Model S and Porsche's Taycon Turbo. Now this is particularly in thanks to the battery maker, that's CATL, generous 101 kilowatts 800 volt high voltage platform, which offers a 220 kilometers range with just 5 minutes of charge, or 390 kilometers range in 10 minutes of charge, or 510 kilometers of range in 15 minutes of charge. The base model, however, only supports 400 volts charging for its smaller 73.6 kilowatt battery, which has a range of up to 668 kilometers or 415 miles. This all sounds extraordinary, but will it be an actual reality? Is Xiaomi equipped to deliver as promised? Will they have the factory? Will they have the funding? I got a good feeling about this though, because this company is based in an economy. They would very much like this car to be real. The technology within this car, they'd very much like to bring this car to the market. So even if this car performance doesn't live up to true expectations, just the simple fact that they might bring this car to market is really and truly good enough for a lot of people, because this car is already extremely impressive. Now, keep in mind, we really don't know the price, so the price could come out and completely blow us out of the way. But to be honest, I'm not too worried about the price. I don't think the price will be crazy ridiculous unless they know that there's actually a market for that car specific. But seeing other companies like Tesla doing price cuts, well, I don't think Xiaomi is just going to come in with crazy expensive cars. I think they want to bring out cars that have high performance and are very promising for people, cheaper, that they will bring more competition to the market. The Chinese are not afraid of competition. They've never been afraid of competition. So it's going to be very interesting to see this car if it does come to full fruition and if it comes to reality. Xiaomi hired talents from the auto industry to realize this project. Tianyong Li, formerly of BMW's iX series and iVision concept, offered himself to Xiaomi's auto design team. Li was also joined by James Kui, who had previously worked on Mercedes-Benz Vision EQXX design. They later recruited Chris Bangle, a BMW veteran, to be their design consultant. The SU7 is about the same size as the BMW 5 Series, coming in at 1,440 millimeters tall, 1,963 millimeters wide, and 4,997 millimeters long. You get 3 color options: the signature, aqua blue, gray, or olive green. I like the gray, but of course I would. Now in this event, Li highlighted the seamlessly gorgeous legroom as well as trunk space, 517 liters in back and 105 liters in the front. One thing I'm really surprised with about this car is the interior for sure. It kind of feels very similar to the new Lotus SUV's interiors, but at the same time a little bit different. And Lotus is also now owned by a Chinese company, Geely, who also owns Volvo and Polestar jointly. But just the interior of this car, it just reminds me of the Lotus SUVs, especially the infotainment screen. It's very similar, so I'm not surprised that there's some influence there. At the launch event, Li highlighted details like the water droplet headlamps, each of which resembles the Chinese character for rice. Now, the halo rear brake lights, consisting of 360 LEDs, were also highlighted. The execs also pointed out that this team went in with half-hidden door handles because more flush handles are apparently harder to use in cold conditions. You see that's good thinking, because there have been some complaints about flush door handles have been tricky in cold conditions. So they've put that into consideration, and what they have is half and half. It is flush door handles, but you can also have the grip ready there all the time. So it's a little bit of the past, but a little bit of the future. That's really good. And this car, especially the rear of this car, it reminds me of the Taycon and a little bit of the e-tron. The e-tron and the Taycon are based on the same platform, so I shouldn't be surprised. But especially in the gray, design wise, especially towards the back, it's very similar. The front, however, it's a little bit different from what we've seen before, except for the headlights. I like that McLaren kind of vibe. Now, just as Xiaomi teased earlier, the SU7 offers a Hyper OS in the in-car infotainment system, which is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 8295. I've never heard of that processor before. That sounds crazy. Now, it takes just 1.49 seconds to boot. You can access your media, adjust your seats, and even control your Xiaomi applications. This is with the 16.1-inch 3K central screen, as well as the optional Xiaomi Pad tablet, which can be mounted on magnetic ports. The UI on the central screen allows for up to 3 split windows for multitasking, and you can even cast your Xiaomi phone screen to it for a seamless experience. As for music and video entertainment, it'll be complemented by the 23 interior Dolby Atmos speakers. Much like Volkswagen, Xiaomi already knows that car owners still prefer to have some physical buttons, so it's kept a few for climate controls, as well as 2 extra buttons, one for toggling the spoilers. Lee said this is largely for showing off, and one for adjusting the body height to avoid scratching the bottom if needed. You can also get an option row of buttons mounted beneath the central display. The SU7 have autonomous driving capabilities. I've already seen videos of this. It's really impressive in a garage and on the actual roads. Very impressive. And this is all thanks to Xiaomi Pilot platform that's powered by 2 NVIDIA Drive Orin processors. The base model also has 1 and the array of sensors. These include a top-mounted LiDAR with a visual range of up to 200 meters and pixel accuracy down to 0.1 meter, the latter meaning better detection for thinner and smaller obstacles. Xiaomi shows how the SU7 could navigate through a busy live street with mixed obstacles, as well as perform invalid parking on its own. I saw a video of this. It was really impressive. And even parking itself in a robotic car park with tight spaces. Being a Beijing-based company, Xiaomi claimed that the SU7 sensors can cope with slowly and rainy climate too. So let me know what you think about the Xiaomi car. Is this even a reality? Will it be a reality? Do you like the shape? Do you think it's too similar to other vehicles that we've seen before? Do you think that this vehicle will actually be real? And if it does, how will the general market receive it? I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.